to the Real Estate Scripts Podcast, the show that helps you know what to say when you're talking to buyers and sellers so that you can close more deals and earn more money. I'm Darren Tunstall, a real estate professional, coach, and #1 best-selling author. Let's get into this. Before we begin today's episode, I want to clarify some important points. I am a licensed real estate agent and my DRE number is 018534445. It's crucial to note that this podcast operates independently of my affiliation with Keller Williams Realty and any realtor associations. My primary goal with this podcast is to provide you, our listeners, with valuable information, insights, and practical tools. As a reminder, the purpose of Scripts and Dialogues is to come, learn, practice, and be prepared to fail forward. This is where we make mistakes and help each other out, but we're mostly interested in seeing how we can get better. First, we read through the script word for word, and then we go back and put it into our own natural tone, style, and phrasing. You won't know what to say until you go through the script. So, with that said, many people will say, that's not how I sound, and I totally get it. That's not how you sound. But that is the reason why we practice every day, so that the script becomes you and in your own voice. So, read it word for word first, then go back and put it into your own natural tone, style, and phrasing, and I think it'll work out. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Y'all ready?
Ready.
Yes.
All right. So we are week 18 focusing on social media leads, still social media, internet leads. This is the last of these particular ones this week. And in this scenario, well, it's called What's Driving Your Home Search. And in this scenario, you engage with a lead who has been browsing on your website and is considering upgrading to a larger home due to a growing family. The lead expresses specific needs like more bedrooms, a bigger backyard, and a home office. You identify these preferences, recommend getting pre-approved for a mortgage, and offer to provide lender recommendations to help them start their home search. The requirements are ability to identify and understand the lead's home preferences, knowledge of the home buying process and mortgage pre-approval, skill in recommending trusted lenders, and effective communication to set clear expectations and next steps. The intention is to understand the specific needs and preferences driving a lead's home search and to guide them towards taking the initial step in the home buying process, such as getting pre-approved for a mortgage. So this is a lead. They may have filled out your form on your website. So you should all have websites, and if you don't, get one. Or your app. It could be coming in from your app. It could be coming in from a social page like a Facebook or an Instagram message or anything like that, and they're inquiring. But in this specific case, they're coming from your website. All right, Yudi. Let's go ahead and start this out. You can be the agent. You're calling me back.
Okay.
I inquired about a home on your website, and
Okay.
that's what it's all about. So when you're ready.
Okay. Hello, this is Judy with Keller Williams Realty. I noticed you've been browsing properties on my website. What's driving your home search today?
I appreciate you calling me. Yeah, I was looking at homes, and I think it's time for us to get a bigger home because we have 2 kids and we have another one on the way, and I just think it's going to get pretty tight.
That's exciting. Growing families often need more room to spread out. What specific features are you looking for in a larger home?
Well, we definitely need more bedrooms, and I think, with more people in the house, we're probably going to need a bigger backyard as well. I want my kids to have a place to go and play. Home office space would be great, since my wife and I both work remotely from home.
Wow, bigger bedrooms, big yard, an office. Those are important considerations. Having a dedicated workspace can make working from home much more comfortable. Are there any other features or amenities that are must-haves for you?
I would say we like to cook a lot, so a kitchen that is more modern and up to date would be nice. The other thing is it's important that we have uh, that we live in a neighborhood that has some good schools, you know. That's really high on our list. We want to make sure that our kids go to a good school. So
Yes, excellent choices. A modern kitchen can be the heart of the home, and being close to good schools is very important for families. Why don't we let's start by focusing on homes that meet this criteria. Have you been pre-approved for a mortgage yet?
I have not. We're still researching lenders and our, you know, what the mortgage options are.
I see. No worries. I can recommend some trusted lenders to help you get pre-approved. And once you have your budget in place, we can start scheduling and viewing some homes that fits your needs. Would you like me to send you some letters, so lenders of recommendations?
Yeah, I think that would be helpful. Absolutely.
Great. I will email the information in a short time. After you are pre-approved, we can discuss your home preferences in more detail, and we can begin searching the house of your dreams. How does that sound?
That sounds like a plan to me.
Wonderful. If you have any questions or you need further assistance, p- please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to support you on your home buying journey.
Thank you, Yuri. I appreciate you calling.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
You too. Carolyn, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. How are you today?
Oh, I'm good. It's been a while since I've been on. I've had a very chaotic week.
Yeah, I
Um,
I hear you work hard.
really? Yeah, I do.
Mhm.
That's good. No, I hear things, so that's a good thing. I appreciate that. Um,
Great.
are you ready to practice today's script?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. But before we start on that, Yuri, you did a great job.
Thank you, Darren. Hi.
Yep.
Thanks to you. And I'm gonna keep working on it.
Absolutely. Well, these scripts are going to constantly change, but I do like you know, how you read through this particular script. This is a very real script. Somebody can be on your website, contacting you through social media and inquiring about specific homes. Like I said a few days ago, when I
Mhm.
was doing a lot of social media marketing in the past, this
Mhm.
was like the number one thing that people would always call me on. Hey, I saw this home on your website.
Oh,
I want to know more about it, is
oh.
essentially what it was. And
Mm.
then, you know, part of it is telling them a little bit more about the home, but simultaneously, you know, what are you looking for? You know, let's talk. Tell me more about what you're looking for. How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms?
Mhm.
Is this for you? Is this for an, is it for you? Is it for an investor? Um, you know, do you have a family? All that type of stuff. So this is a very real conversation.
Yes.
Carolyn, you ready?
Yes.
So Yuri will be your person who filled out a form and contacted you from your website. So you're returning the call back to her.
Okay. Okay, great. All right. Hi, this is Carolyn with Keller Williams. I noticed that you've been browsing properties on our website. What's driving your home search today?
Yes. I need to upgrade to a bigger home. I have my family has grown and we need a bigger space.
Okay. That's exciting. Growing families often need more room to spread out. What specific features are you looking for in a larger home?
I'm looking for a house that has about four to five bedrooms. They must be big with a yard, probably a house with a yard about half acre. Um, so my kids can have a big place to where to play. And I also need an office space for my business. And so I can work from home remotely.
Great. Those are all important considerations. Having a dedicated workspace can make working from home much more comfortable. And I understand about the half acre, and it's important to have that space for your kids. Are there any other features or amenities that are must-haves for you?
Yes, I'll need a modern kitchen. My husband loves to cook, and living in a great neighborhood will be also very important for me. I need a school where they have it's high rated, and those are one of the most important things that I'm concerned as well.
Great. A modern kitchen can be the heart of the home, and being close to good schools is crucial for families. Let's start by focusing on homes that meet these criteria. Have you been pre-approved for a mortgage yet?
Um, no, I'm still researching lenders and mortgage options. Do you have any recommendations?
Yes, so I can recommend some trusted lenders to help you get pre-approved. Once you have your budget in place, we can start scheduling viewings of homes that fit your needs. Would you like me to send you some lender recommendations?
Of course, that will be very helpful for me.
Okay, great. I'll email you the information shortly. After you're pre-approved, we can discuss your home preferences in more detail and begin the search for your dream home. How does that sound?
That sounds like a great plan.
Wonderful. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to reach out anytime. We're here to support you on your home buying journey.
Thank you, Caroline, for your help.
Of course, we'll be in touch. Have a good day.
Yes, you too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, that was great. Good job. Some of the questions that I have down here under your thoughts,
Mhm.
I just want to point out, like, for example, number two, what steps do you take to guide leads towards the initial stage of home buying process, such as getting pre-approved for a mortgage? And could your approach be more proactive or streamlined? I think the answer for everyone, no matter how experienced you are, is yes. We can always streamline our process, make it easier.
Mhm.
Because I think, especially in a day and age like today, getting simple is important. So just think about those things as you start to build your business or go throughout the day is like, what can I do to make these things easier for people, for leads, for people who contact you to either buy or sell? And just start thinking about those because it's important. Because if it's one, if we're fumbling all over our words, like, well, I think, the first step is this, and then I think, then, we're reading into that too. So just want to make sure that you're thinking about that. I'm sure you are, but something to say out loud. Yuri, let's do it
Yeah.
again.
Okay.
I'd like to do it again. This time, Carolyn is going to be your buyer.
Mhm.
Carolyn, let's go off script, Carolyn, and not you respond with your excuse me, you respond with your own prompts. So in other words, what would you be looking for in a home? Why are you moving? You know, let's not read the response that's there or the prompts that are there. And let's have Yuri, you follow the script still, but
Okay.
listen very carefully to what she says because that's really what it comes down to, is actively listening to what the people are telling you
Okay.
and responding accordingly. So we're going to stay on script, but we're going to switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
Cool. So when you're ready, Yuri.
Okay, I'm ready. Hello, this is Yuri with Keller Williams Realty. I noticed you've been browsing properties on my website. What's driving you home search today?
Hi, thanks for reaching out. So I'm a first-time home buyer. I want something in San Diego, preferably. It could be North County, but I just don't want anything like down in Chula Vista or National City. It's too far for me. Um, I just think maybe 2 bedrooms is fine. Something a little bit smaller, but definitely detached and modern is important.
Well, you know, being a first-time home buyer, it's exciting and it could be stressful, but I'm here to help you find the house of your dreams. And definitely I can go over your desires and needs. And I can definitely look for a 2-bedroom home in your desired area.
That's great. I think 2 bedrooms would be perfect.
Those are important considerations. Having a house that it's comfortable for you. And are there any features or amenities that the house must be
Like I
must have?
said, modern is really up there. No carpet. I can't do carpet.
Okay.
Um, and a bigger kitchen and a modern kitchen is important because I spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I love to cook and it doesn't need a huge backyard, but maybe something that's um I could maybe put like a hot tub out there um and like a small patio just to enjoy like breakfast and my morning tea.
Those are excellent choices. You mentioned that you don't want carpet. Would vinyl flooring or wood flooring would work for you?
Just anything but carpet. Um, if it's ti like hardwood is great. If it's tile, that's fine, but I would like it to be updated tile. It can't be tile from like the 2000s.
Okay. Okay, in a modern kitchen, you said. Okay, why don't we just focus on those criterias? And meanwhile, I can set you up with 3 of my lenders and we can see your approval. We need to see the pre-approval first before we start looking for homes. Um, have you well, first of all, have you researched any lenders or mortgage
No,
options?
I haven't really been able to get started on that. I'm really new to the process, so what does it mean to get pre-approved?
Okay. As I mentioned before, I will recommend you with 3 of my trusted lenders. And we have to see what's your budget, what homes do you qualify for, and then we can begin viewing, scheduling homes so you can view them. And if you see if they fit your needs. And what do you think about that?
I think that sounds good.
Great. Then I'll send you an email in a couple minutes. And once you are pre-approved, we can discuss your home preference and more specific details. And so we can begin by searching the home of your dreams. How does that sound?
I think that sounds great.
Great. Um, if you have any questions, Caroline, oops, I'm sorry, I confused you. Or do you have need further assistance, please reach out to me. You can call me anytime between 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. And I'm here to support you on your home buying journey.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it.
Have a great day and thank you for your inquiry.
Of course, you too.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. Okay, couple of things. One, this is a call that is a first-time home buyer, and we are I feel like we could have gone down that little bit. Hey, congratulations. This is something that I've worked with a lot, many times, and you're in good hands with helping a first-time home buyer. Secondly, yes, we want to get some of the details and the criteria that they're looking for, and because they are first time, really want to get into, well, let's get you started. For example, like when she asked the question, what does it mean to um, get a lender, or I forget exactly how you phrased it, but it
To
basically
approve.
means to get pre-approved. Yeah, it basically, I mean, to answer that in a very simple way, Yuri,
Mhm.
is, you know, by meeting with a lender, they're just going to see how much you qualify for.
Okay.
That will help us to uh, narrow the search and specifically start looking at certain homes that have your criteria. And that way, if you're
Right.
qualified for $900,000 homes, we're not looking at $2 million homes, or you know what I mean?
Sure.
Um,
Yes.
unless the lender, I just want to put this in there because this happens every once in a while. If you qualify for 900 grand, maybe the buyer has just said, that's all we want to borrow, but we have $1 million in the bank and we're
Okay.
going to put the rest down cash. So it could be a $2 million home, but it might not look like that from a lender's perspective unless you had that conversation and they told you that. So just want to point that out. Just be,
Another thing that,
Mhm.
sorry to interrupt, but another thing that's really interesting that I've found that's a good thing to say is um like you can't really start making offers until you're pre-approved. I mean, you can, but nobody's really going to take your offer seriously if you're not
Oh,
pre-approved.
Absolutely. That's a huge point. And quite frankly, you shouldn't be showing homes either
Yeah.
until you know what they qualify for. Uh, and there's some of those things like number one, like what you just said. Well, you have X amount of days within the contract to submit proof of funds anyways, whether that's, a letter from a lender or showing proof of fund cash in the bank that they have that. And per the contract, when you're placing an offer, there's only so many days that you have. Now, ideally, to place a strong offer, all of that should go in immediately. But there are times where it's necessary to wait a couple of days or a day or whatever it is. But usually you want to just do it all at once. It shows that you're more prepared, you're a stronger, it gives you a little bit of an edge being a stronger offer rather than having five offers on the table, two don't have pre-approvals, then you got to wait for those other two. And what if they don't ever get it? Now you've wasted other people's time and potential interest in those homes. Uh, and again, just to reiterate, like if they're not pre-approved, don't show them homes. Don't show them home until they have pre-approval, until they're under contract with you. Protect your day, you protect your time as well. So, Jim and
okay.
Emily, how did it go?
Good.
It was good, but the script does not have a close for an appointment.
Well, how did you end it then?
He got an appointment. He
Yeah,
Yeah.
knew what to do.
we added it, but I'm just telling you, the script doesn't have it.
How did you I'm just curious, what did you say? How did you get the appointment?
Ask for it.
Yeah. Anybody want to say what is a good line for asking for an appointment at the end?
It wasn't actually at the end. It was, I don't know, Emily, where was it? I just did it.
I don't know. It was close to the
About it.
end. He's like, well, how about, I meet with you and your husband and we sit down and talk this out. You can come to my office and we can go over it in more detail. But in the
Abs
meantime, get that pre-approval. That's what he kind of went that way. Not exactly like that verbatim, but
yeah. No, that's a
kind of like what
perfect.
we did yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. This script does not say that, and it is something that I was thinking through as I was listening to Yuri and Carolyn. It's all about appointments, right? Lead generation appointments. And so we want to get that appointment. And at the end of the day, just like Jim said, it's as simple as just asking, why don't we get together, talk more about the process. And meanwhile, I'll also bring in our lender and they can talk to you about the lending process too. If that's a option as well. You don't have to all the time, but get the appointment, bring them in, get them under contract, start working with them. Anything else?
It was a response. She said that she would be talking to the lender right away. I said, good, what I find is that if you leave it too open-ended about the lender, people aren't gonna feel any urgency.
Right.
So if you say, well, you talk to them, sorry, I'm not functioning all that well this morning, but if you have them committed to calling the lender right away, then you can set an appointment for 2 or 3 days and get the ball rolling. Just tie the two together.
That's right. Absolutely. Got to get the appointment. Even if it's a home that they want to see, go and meet them at the house for a day, put them under a day contract, and just look at the home. And then you can even start having the discussion right then and there too. So you can have this meeting. I mean, typically buyers are met at the office, sellers are met at their house. If you're going to meet a buyer at a house that they're interested in, get them under contract. All right, Carolyn, I understand it is 9 o'clock. If everybody needs to go, go for it. I know I have an appointment with Emily here, but great job. And we'll see you on Monday next week.
All right, thanks, Darren. Thanks, Emily.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so that's the script. I hope that you found it useful. Just head over to realestatescriptspractice.com for more resources and downloads. This podcast is for the purpose of education only, and it does not make any guarantees. We suggest you seek out the help of your broker, coach, mentor, CPA, or attorney. Brought to you by Darren Tunstall, California DRE number 018534445.